going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, for over a year, we've been hearing from outside and inside the company that is Marvel Studios about what their restructuring is going to look like moving forward in a way to bring the brand more in line with the strength of its earlier days during the Infinity Saga. From Bob Iger himself even saying recently they were going to focus on quality over quantity and reduce the amount of projects, the output, and specifically for Disney+. But we haven't heard the specifics of which characters they're going to use, how many projects we're going to get, or what that's going to look like moving forward, and we've assumed we're going to hear some about it this summer during D23 or San Diego Comic-Con. Well, today we've got an enormous update coming from trusted industry insider Daniel RPK about what's going on now at Disney+, what kind of heroes they're going to focus on, what the projects are going to look like, and even went as far as confirming that a Silver Surfer project is in development. We're breaking down this latest update in an exclusive for what Marvel Studios is now going to do with Disney Plus shows going forward. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner to coincide with the release of X-Men 97 at the end of next month. Again, all you gotta do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this is the latest report coming from Daniel Richtman. He's a trusted industry insider. You guys can follow him over on Twitter at RPK News. He's been extremely ubiquitous in the last 2 or 3 years when it comes to Marvel scoops, and mostly because of his accuracy rate. This was his latest update concerning Disney Plus shows and what's going on with their development. First, he said that he's heard that one Spider-Man animated movie is in development with a female lead, and that the other will focus on the villains as leads. Now, this is a follow-up to rumors that Marvel Studios was looking to develop more animated projects, more in line with what we've seen from Sony's Into the Spider-Verse, but details are extremely thin on that, and for right now, you just have to imagine it's something in the lineage of what they're doing with the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and filed under what they're doing with the new Marvel animation title. Now, he goes on to say that for the Disney Plus live-action TV shows, that Marvel is focusing on more street-level heroes for TV from now on, and wants them to be more self-contained, like Echo or Moon Knight. And you have to imagine that that means that the Marvel Spotlight banner that they introduced with Echo is where they would put a majority of these Disney Plus TV shows, and for people who want to watch them, it really limits how much knowledge they need to have of the MCU or how many projects they need to have seen leading up to it, which has been a huge problem for sort of new viewers who want to get immersed in the universe. It's just become extremely big. Now, he goes on to say specifically the only cosmic level project that could get a show right now is Nova, and that Marvel for now is going back and forth on that on whether or not to do it as a show or a movie after the first version of the show that was in development was canceled, and that was something that was covered in length here at the channel. There were several rumors they were developing it, then there were several rumors it was canceled, and that was right at the time that Bob Iger was brought back on, and they were sort of restructuring how much stuff they were putting out. That was part of Bob Chapek's very last remnants of what he was trying to do at Disney Plus. So whatever was a holdover was canceled, and now they're restructuring with that. I assume that it's going to be a movie. Fingers crossed, but we'll have to wait and see. Then he goes on to say that the White Tiger show, that's apparently a spin-off of a character introduction that we may see in the upcoming Daredevil series, will also have a female lead, and that Daredevil Born Again will have a male version of the character. We did not cover the leaked scene that was apparently all over social media, only in an attempt to sort of hold out for when we do a full Punisher video, because we're sort of starting to see the picture a lot more clearly now of what's to come in the future of the MCU, and I'm extremely optimistic. But we also know details about his character for this upcoming series and the rework. We'll cover that in a separate video, but for now, there's going to be an additional White Tiger spin-off series with a female lead, and this is more in line with rumors we heard about a year ago. Somehow that survived a lot of the projects that were canceled, and so they've promised to focus on more popular IP, but apparently some characters that are lesser known, and I would say are lesser tiered, are still going to get Disney Plus shows. But it appears not all is lost, and that there is still a commitment to go with more popular characters alongside Nova. The end of this scoop says that Daniel Richtman can now confirm that a Silver Surfer project is in development, and it looks like for Disney Plus. And incidentally, as I always say, these scoops start to really take shape when more than one source is talking about them. As late as last week, we were hearing from industry insider Jeff Snyder on his own editorial that Marvel Studios has started meeting with actors for the Silver Surfer character, possibly for the upcoming Fantastic Four as they change directions due to the rewrite. But the Silver Surfer original project reports were stemming stemming from rumors almost 2 years old now at this point, that they were developing a Norrin Radd special presentation for Disney Plus as reported by the Cosmic Circus in October of 2022. And if you followed my coverage of that at all or remember it, I was super hyped because I think a Norrin Radd story, if any of you read it from the comics, it had such a huge impact on me when I was younger. That level of self-sacrifice, obvious metaphor here, but that story would be perfectly suited for something like we saw from Werewolf by Night. You don't need more than 45 minutes or an hour. In fact, that's the one project that I think could be all art house like Eternals was, in minimal dialogue and have a huge impact, but a story that absolutely needs to be adapted for the MCU. And I think this also puts to rest any fears with what they were doing, possibly with a Frankie Ray Nova as the Herald of Galactus instead of doing a Silver Surfer. And I know a lot of people were up in arms about that. And listen, I was too. There are some huge check marks that I am still looking to put in boxes, say Wolverine versus the Hulk and Silver Surfer, that we still have not seen as a part of the MCU. And while I am totally for them exploring other Heralds of Galactus, they have had huge parts to play in the comics. I had no problem with them doing Frankie Ray, just not at the expense of doing Norrin Radd Silver Surfer. We're about to get the Fantastic Four. We're about to get Galactus. It sounds like by a lot of accounts we're about to get Doctor Doom, and to think that they would do all that but omit Silver Surfer from it is just crazy to me. And so really, it's exciting to hear, but even more calming to know that there's still a chance we're going to get some of this classic stuff played out on screen. And I would say before we hit the end of Secret Wars and the Multiverse Saga, but to be honest, they're running out of real estate. There's just not enough years, not enough release dates and time to get all of this stuff out. You have to imagine though, with the Fantastic Four being next year and then filming this stuff, if Marvel Studios was already truly meeting with an actor for the Silver Surfer role, then a lot of this plan already is probably in place. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how hyped you are for that, and of course, who you would have play Silver Surfer. My vote is Keanu Reeves, an extremely stoic personality. I think that would absolutely nail it, but maybe that role wouldn't appeal to him, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm all ears what you guys think though. Who do you want to see as the Herald of Galactus? Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. Super simple to be entered to win. All you need to do is be a subscriber, so hit the sub button, then leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name is Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name All Fires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.